So, and as a heads up before we get started, next weekend I'm not teaching. I'm going to be at the Women in Neurology conference in Colorado. So if any of you are neurologists, you should come. It's going to be beautiful in fall there. And then the following week, Gail and I will be doing a retreat at Pine Ranch. So I will be back here, not either of the next 2 weekends, but the weekend of November 8, 9. And I will send reminders. I might do restorative or something inside between now and then, since the time change always means I need that. But for now, I will see you guys the week of the 8th, 9th weekend, and I will send a reminder. So nice to see all of you. Take a moment to arrive on this beautiful fall morning, wherever you are in the world. I see people in likely warm Florida and other cold middle of the country places. So in all the ways that fall presents, we'll spend some time together on our mats. And this morning, my invitation is going to be investing in yourself and the courage to do so. And this comes from a little bit the podcast that came out this morning about victimhood and the idea that we have choice and we can choose. And also what I am noticing is just this maybe a sense of apathy, or it's hard to lean in and do something, even if you think it might help you. It just seems overwhelming at this moment. And so that is where the courage comes to mind. I'm seeing lots of notes. Can you guys not hear me? Oh, no. Okay. You can hear me. Okay. They're just happy notes. That's fine. I was worried that no one could hear me. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. We'll start again. So today's class is going to focus on the courage to invest in yourself, and the courage to step out of apathy and into action and doing things, with the invitation that it's always often worth it, whether it's exercise or going on a trip or doing something. And yet it's that activation energy that is sometimes hard to find. We want someone else to do it for us, bring it, all of those things. So with that energy, take in a big breath of hope and energy and a willingness to shift and change. And a huge exhale, releasing and letting go. And an inhale of the courage to invest in yourself, to take a chance, to try something new. And exhaling that sludge and heaviness that keeps you stuck. Inhaling the compassion to consider a shift or a change, knowing that that's not the easiest path usually. And exhaling any resistance. And we'll bring a hand to heart and another hand to top. Taking a moment to consider perhaps shifts, changes, investments in ourselves or of our time that are sometimes hard to dip into, whether it's going for a walk in the winter or getting up in the morning right now when it's dark. Or maybe it's choosing to jump into something that you know you need or you think you might need, and a hesitancy to only do it if you know it will work or you know it's worthwhile. It's the courage to try it. And the courage to invest in yourself and believe that you can change and things can change. In this moment in time, it's sometimes hard to remember that. And yet it's all those micro moments and micro shifts, subtle, significant, tiny little things, a few deep breaths, a walk, 5 minutes of quiet, not on your phone, sitting under a tree for 5 minutes, forest bathing can be transformative. And switching your hands to the uncomfortable hold, hand on heart, thinking even bigger about investing in yourself and in your life, in a life of meaning. Maybe it's believing in yourself. Maybe it's making a big shift or a change, or a little shift or a change. Where is it that you are not believing, not being courageous, not investing in you, the best investment ever? Even as I say that, it's uncomfortable, like the handhold, to say that, to even think that investing in yourself is an okay thing to do. We are exceptional at investing in other humans, children, family members, helping all of our patients. And we neglect that one piece that is actually the root cause of the shift and the change, investing in ourselves. So taking a moment to notice how that concept lands. If there's any anxiety, breathing into it, and maybe flipping your hands to the comfortable hold, noticing that all is well, however you hold your hands in this moment. Releasing that oxytocin with a little pressure into your heart space, letting it dip all the way to your tiniest pinky toes. Letting it wrap your heart, giving it a hug. Letting the breath do the same, all the way to your toes and out the other way. Breathing in a bit of courage and energy to invest in that sense of change or shift or movement, even tiny. And exhaling, releasing any held energy that's holding you back, keeping you stuck. Take one more moment here to feel whatever's coming up. And when you're ready, bring your hands together, create some heat and warmth. Bringing thumbs to your sternum, finger pads touching each finger pad one at a time. Press your thumbs into the sternum, creating a heart connection, creating some energy between the palms and your elbows. Your arms are engaged. And take a moment to set your intention around courage and taking the time to invest in the possibility of you, the change, a future you, a future way of moving and living in the world. And again, it's not a fixing project or a self-improvement project. It's a choice. Exhale, let it out. And when you're ready, lower your hands and open your eyes and have a little shake, letting go of any tension. And we'll bring our right hand to the earth, spreading all 5 fingers, planting it on the ground. Reach your left arm over, bend your right elbow, and lengthen the left waist. Wiggle those fingers and stretch. Huge breath in, pour it down the line of the left side body. Exhale, sending your root down and your fingers out. Filling yourself up with breath, hope, possibility, energy. And exhale, letting go of resistance and that sludginess. Press into the right hand and switch sides. Plant your left hand, reach your right arm over, and root that left hip downwards. Inhaling the activation energy. And exhale, let it out. Once more, tons of energy thought, excitement, possibility, hope. And exhale, let it out. Press into that left hand and reaching tall. Have a little shimmy, interlace your fingers and reach your palms to the sky. Inhale and grow as tall as you can, reaching up to the sunshine or the light or the fall trees. There's a bit of magic and wonder up there, reaching up and taking in a breath of all of it. Exhale, round forward, stretching into a seated cat, letting everything open. Let it feel delicious, amazing, nourishing. And exhale, letting things go, releasing the weights that hold you down, that energy of it's not worth it. I don't have the time. Inhale, reaching tall. At neutral, exhale, tip left and root your right hip down. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, tip right. Come back to center, opening your arms out wide, and we'll wrap our hands in front into eagle arms, left elbow under right, and grasp whatever you can grasp. Bringing your elbows somewhere near shoulder height. Send the energy and the intention to release and shift to the interscapular space. Noticing any resistance or tightness. Breathing in, send the breath, the oxygen, shifting the physiology back there, literally creating space. And a long, smooth exhale. Inhale, lifting your elbows up. A little discomfort and stretch. Breathing in that courage, the willingness to stretch. And exhale, round forward. Bend your elbows towards your belly, drop your head and neck. Inhale, lift up and untangle. Press your hands into the sidewall, the space, the beautiful trees, the air. Spreading your fingers with this idea of possibility, pinching your scapula, waking things up, reminding yourself of the energy that is there. And release your scapula, squeeze your fingers tight, and just have some starbursts or flicking away, intentionally letting go and creating a little warmth and heat. I will say being outside in the chilly morning air is one of those things that's hard to get out there, and it feels amazing. It's kind of like getting out of bed in the dark and going for a sunrise hike and the energy that comes with that. How can we bring more of that energy? Letting go of the heaviness of there's nothing we can do. Pausing here, wiggling your fingers, and we'll come to eagle arms the opposite way, right under left, if you followed me. And notice where your hands land and enjoy the stretch in the scapula. Big breath in and out. Let the breath be expansive, opening, invitational, like it's that possibility. What if? Thinking differently, moving differently, doing something differently, actually taking action rather than just thinking about it. Exhale, round forward, curling yourself up into a ball of compassion and stretch. Fill those lung spaces very much fully. Inhale, reaching back up. And exhale, reach your arms out to the sides, lower them down, shrug your shoulders up, pinching your occiput, giving yourself a neck massage. And drop shoulders, release tension, let it melt and tingle. Take a moment here to let it integrate, enjoying the good stuff. That joy and enjoying is part of the investment, letting yourself receive and feel good. We're often so busy doing, we forget that good part. Huge breath in and a big exhale. And we're going to flip over to our hands and knees, coming to tabletop. Knees will be hips width. Your hands will be shoulders width. Spread your fingers wide. Plant your palms into the earth. Curl your toes and lift up to downward dog. Walk the dog here. Enjoy the energy shift in the backs of the legs. Lifting up onto your tippy toes, if you can, shimmy your hips up towards the sky as high as you can, lifting up high, high, high on your tippy toes. Exhale, lower your heels. And breathe. Breathing in and out. Once more, breathing in. Shoot your hips up to the sky. Let your head hang loosely. And exhale, release. Find your belly, engage it, ground the the ball of your right foot into the earth and raise your left leg to the sky. Roll your ankle out. Bend the right knee a little bit and straighten it. Bend your left knee, stack your hips, roll your ankle. Let your head go, release it. Re-square your hips and stretch your leg long, 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 engaging everything. Huge breath in. Exhale, bring that foot forward, and we're going to cartwheel up into warrior two. And when you arrive, take a moment, check out the view. There's so many cool fall trees over here, worth being chilly. Gazing over that front middle finger, let that be your drishti, where you're headed, your intention. Not too serious, not too heavy, but let that be where you might like to head. And thinking about with the inhale, what you would need to do, what investment do you need in you to help yourself get started, get that activation energy. Maybe there's courage and belief. Breathing in, wrapping your heart with all that good energy. Exhale, sink into your hips, bend your front knee, root the outer edge of your back foot down to stabilize you. Gaze over that front middle finger. Notice if your back arm is a little tired, lift it up. Exhale, flip your front palm up and tip back into elegant or graceful warrior. How can you move forward elegantly or gracefully? And is staying stuck elegant or graceful? What do you need to do to gift yourself whatever it is you need? Time, energy, belief, courage. We think sometimes if it's right, it'll just happen, or we'll wait for someone else to trust or believe in us or inspire us. And remembering that getting help helps. Back to warrior two. You're gonna fold forward, bend your left elbow and forearm, reach your right arm over, coming into that side angle pose. Look at the view and find stable here. Even though you're working and the thigh is working and the back foot is working and you're wrapping that right inner thigh medially and engaging your left glute, you can pause and enjoy and breathe. Cartwheel back up to warrior two. Straight your front knee. Let your hips shoot back. We're going to drop into Trikonasana. Reach your right arm up and gaze up at the view. Let it feel really good. Wrap your right hand into your left hip crease, roll your shoulder back and gaze up, maybe at the sky. Rolling your heart open to possibilities to maybe getting help. I've started to get a bunch of help. And boy, it's really lovely when you get help. You don't have to do it all yourself. And getting help for you is often really helpful to other people as well, or for them. And that might be what you need to do to start. Reaching your arm back up to the sky, rising back up. We're going to pivot forward to warrior one. You're going to widen your feet, steady your arms, and let it feel good here. Inhale, grow tall. Let both lines of your side body reach as tall as you can. And exhale, sink in. Bend your front knee a little bit. Take a moment here. Enjoy the stretch in the calf, potentially engage your right glute. Bring your hands behind you. Clasp them behind your sacrum. Press your fists down into the earth. Let your shoulders drop down and back with intention. And let that heart shine forward, far and forward. Breathing in, wrapping your heart with breath, filling your belly with breath, all the way down into your root chakra, which is that creativity, courage, safety. Exhale. If it feels good to you, you can hinge forward into humble warrior. Let your head drop. Closing eyes here, if you can. It might make you unsteady, so then don't do it. Be kind. Just allow yourself to see within. When we close our eyes, as people in medicine, we stop scanning the world for danger and things to do. So let that be a bit of a practice in yoga. You'll see me do it all the time. Lowering your hands to your sacrum and slowly rise up. When you rise up, gaze ahead at the view. All that possibility. Let it feel good. Reaching your arms back up to the sky. Take your right thumb and middle finger, grasp your left wrist, and tug rightward a tiny bit. Send some love to that right hip flexor. Come back to center, switch the clasps, and tug a little bit leftward. You'll notice just a little shift. You have to use your belly here to steady you. Tiny little micro shifts. Come back to center. Widen your fingers and wiggle them. We'll fold forward into pyramid pose. And take a moment to send some love to your calf and the backs of your legs. I don't have blocks today. So if you don't have blocks, put your hand on your thigh. And if you do, use them, because they're really lovely for pyramid pose. And we're going to come forward into a half splits. You can put your hands on the ground or on the blocks if you happen to have them, and you're going to raise your right leg up to the sky. Your left knee will stay bent if you don't have blocks. If you do have blocks, you can straighten it, or you can use a ledge. That can also be like a bed or a table or a chair. And rolling your right ankle, letting it feel amazing. And you'll slowly bring your right foot down alongside the left. Come into that forward fold and let it be saggy and baggy. And rock. Find center there, shifting your weight forward, back, all around. Lower hands. Engage your belly and unroll up to stand. Take your time. And when you arrive, pause and notice how it feels. Wiggling fingers and toes. Letting things land. Reach your arms out and up. Once again, palms will come together and slight drip slowly forward all the way down to the earth. Inhale for that half lift. Let your heart shine forward. Your belly will reach out. Lower down to that forward fold. Once more, inhale for a half lift. Stick your rear end out. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands and step back to plank, stopping at the top of the push-up, and take a moment, find steady. Perhaps shift your weight forward and back, side to side. Notice what unsteady feels like, and find steady. And there might be shaking, and that's okay. We're gonna shift forward, chaturanga, to the earth. If you don't want to do it, just go into down dog and meet us there. Bending your knees, untucking your toes, rolling down to lie on the earth. Let your forehead land on the earth, your palms on the earth. Let the front side of you connect into the steadiness and support. Taking a moment here, facing down with the front side of your body, noticing how things feel, which for most of us is rare. And in that quiet spot, thinking about courage and a willingness to invest in yourself, to stop waiting for someone else to give you permission, or stop waiting for someone else to do it for you. And maybe that looks totally different than what you've done before. Maybe it's resting. Maybe it's taking action. Maybe it's allowing other people to just be them. Lift up into low cobra. Let your heart shine forward, peeking out like a little dipping a toe in. And we'll lower down, press into your hands, and lift up to downward dog. Hang out there and breathe. And you, from here, you're going to ground the ball of your left foot into the earth. Find your belly and raise your right leg to the sky. Bend the left knee a little bit and straight. Bend your right knee, stack your hips, roll them out. Extend your right leg. Inhale deeply, filling the breath all the way to your tippy toes. The breath is like an investment in your body. You can let it be as simple as that. Maybe just breathe as your start. Exhale, gently bring your foot between your hands and we'll rise up into that warrior two. And when you arrive, cartwheel your arms out and open and take a minute to breathe and enjoy. And to connect with your drishti, that front middle finger, where you're headed. And maybe you haven't thought about where you're headed. Maybe it's investing the time to do that or getting clarity about that. Flip that front palm up and tip backward into graceful warrior. Let your heart shine up and peek open. And thinking about the courage it would take to do things with grace, and is what you're doing now graceful? Maybe you want to do what you're doing now, think about it differently, approach it differently. Pouring the breath in, letting that breath be the hope, inspiration, courage, even simply an investment. The breath is an investment. Huge breath, pour it all the way down into your belly, into your root, into your feet. Exhale, cartwheel back to warrior two and forward to side angle. Reach your left arm all the way over, lengthen your entire side body here, breathing into it. Exhale, stretch your waist a smidge farther, enjoying just the stretch. Let the stretch be an investment in feeling good. Exhale, reach, 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 stretch, stretch, stretch. Cartwheel back up. Come to triangle pose. And we're going to tip our hand forward into Trikonasana. If you have a block, you can use it. If you don't, today I'm modeling how to do it without blocks since I forgot them. Big breath up. I have a retreat starting today, so I already set up the yoga room, and in that I left all the blocks there. Big breath in, wrapping your heart. Exhale, let it out. Take your left hand, wrap it into the right hip crease. Roll your shoulder back and gaze up at the gorgeous view, whether it be trees, sky, ceiling. Let the view be gorgeous, whatever it is, because it's the view, it's what's ahead, it's what's out there. Engaging your glutes. Wrap that left inner thigh medially and use the outer edges of both feet to steady yourself. Giving yourself the support you need, investing in that stability and the triangle pose that feels good. I like to use yoga as a model for all the things. Gift yourself some breath, invest with the breathing, and reach your arm back up and cartwheel back up. We're going to pivot to warrior one. Use whatever you might need to steady yourself. Doesn't always look pretty, those transitions. Pour the breath in and out. Bend that front knee. Reach your arms out, clasp them at your sacrum, and let your heart shine forward. There's a huge hawk doing something over there in front of me. It's fascinating. I'm not quite sure what's happening, but very cool. Your heart shines forward. Let your hands reach even farther towards the earth and let your heart shine forward with that possibility. Your shoulders down and back. Send some love to the left hip flexor. And take a moment to support yourself well with your toes and your feet. And invest in the breath, sending the breath as a form of steadiness as well. We'll take a big breath in here. Exhale, hinge forward to the inside of your foot, and you'll reach your arms up towards the sky into humble warrior if you want. And if you don't, stay where you are. Neither is better or worse. Notice if you tend to judge, it's not worthwhile. And when this feels complete, come back up to warrior one. Release your hands, reach them to the sky. Take your left thumb and middle finger, grasp your right wrist, reach tall, have a shimmy, find steady before you tip. Inhale, fill yourself up with the breath. Invest in steadiness before you begin and tip leftward. Come back to center. Switch the clasp, moving slowly, transition with intention. Big breath in, grow tall. Exhale, tip rightward. Come back to center. Release your hands and we'll lower them down to pyramid pose. You probably want to bring your right foot a little more medially. Plant your hands, hop your back foot forward. In pyramid, both toes face front. And you can use your shin or your thigh or blocks or a chair to steady you, or bed, table, whatever it is. A ledge, fence. Send the breath to the back of the right thigh. You may shift your weight forward and back. Just let it be nourishing. Taking a moment of pause here to invest. And whether we acknowledge it or not, even pausing and taking an hour on your mat is an act of courage. Then you can start to see yourself as a courageous person. We do lots of courageous things every day. We just don't see them as such or acknowledge them as such. And when your identity is one of someone who is courageous and who invests in herself, lots of things begin to shift and become possible that weren't before. When you are ready, walk your hands and your blocks forward, and you're going to raise that left leg to the sky, come into the half splits. You can use a ledge or blocks. Do what feels good to your back. And don't overdo it. If you don't want to raise your left foot, don't. It's all good. Big breath in and out. Notice your hips. If you are tipping outward, re-square them. One more breath here, and we will bend that knee, lower our foot, come into the forward fold, widen your knees. You're going to plant your left hand on the earth or on the block, bend your left knee, twist rightward, and gaze at that view. Let the view inspire you. Bend your right knee, plant your right hand, twist leftward. Enjoy the view there. Probably totally different. Let it feel good. Come back to center. Enjoy a moment here. Sag, sway, perhaps grasp your elbows. Let it feel juicy, delightful, and nourishing. Lower your hands, engage your belly, and unroll slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, up to stand. And when you arrive here, take a minute to notice how you feel. Find your feet, have a little shake, shake things out, releasing any tension. We're going to come into a couple of balance poses to honor the trees. I led a forest bathing yesterday, and someone described this sort of psychedelic experience from breathing with the trees. And so I'm inspired to breathe with the trees again, as a tree this time, not just forest bathing. If you're in the forest, you can also forest bathe. But taking a moment to notice the soles of your feet and lift up all 10 toes, spread them wide, and send them down into the earth like roots, like tree roots, steadying yourself. Draw up the earth's energy into your legs as if they were tree trunks, all the way up to your hips. You can start with your hands on your hips, and you'll bend your left knee and kickstand that left foot, reestablishing the roots and trunk of your right leg. Slowly slide up the left foot to the calf and find steady, coming into your tree pose amongst the trees. And you'll reach your arms up as branches when you're ready, interlacing your fingers, and point your fingers to the sky, taking a moment to be a tall, beautiful tree. Use the breath, invest in the breath, invest in your balance, invest in calm here. And from here, choose whatever tree inspires you, wiggling your fingers, a steady tree. You may even bring your hands back to heart if you wish, and take a moment to breathe with the trees. We share oxygen and space with the trees. We share the carbon dioxide. We breathe in, we breathe out. They photosynthesize. Scientifically, we know all of that. Can you take a moment to be one with the trees and the air around you? And if you're inside, envision the walls as fading away. Or envision a beautiful redwood tree that you know of or have been under. And because we're kind, bring your knee forward, lower your foot, and shake it out. And be kind to that right foot if it's letting you know it's there. Find steadiness and breathe. And you'll send the roots of your left foot down, all 5 toes spread wide. Use them for balance. That's what babies do. The 4 corners of your feet, the soles of your feet. Every cell on the sole of your feet, let it connect into the earth beneath you, whether it's carpet, wood, stone under your mat, dirt. I know several of you are outside. I can see the sky on your screen. Bring your hands to heart or your hips to help you balance. And you'll slide that right foot up. Draw your knee back, coming into your baby tree to start. And if you want to leave your toes on the earth, do that. If you happen to be outside, steadiness is sometimes harder to come by. We'll reach our arms up, interlace our fingers, and begin with that tall, inspired, stretching tree to the sky. Finding your inner core here, even as you're tall and stretching, investing in the breath, investing in balance. And thinking a bit about investing in yourself. If you were reaching to the sky or you were breathing in, had courage, that courage, more of it, what would you do differently? Where might you show up? What might you try? Noticing in life when we've done that, fun things often happen. Stretch your arms into the tree. It might be a tippy tree on this side. And take a moment to breathe with trees. Perhaps your favorite tree, even if you're not with your favorite tree. Maybe breathing with the redwoods or these beautiful fall changing trees, whichever ones are around you. I have a lot of maples and crab apples. Some people have those beautiful ginkgo trees. There's some on my drive. Thinking about those trees you see that inspire you. Bring your hands to your hips and bring your knee forward. Shake it out. Be kind. Super kind. And in honor of the showy fall trees, we're going to dance with the trees while we can. And so once again, find your steady. The right leg will be your root this time. If you want to have something nearby to hold on to, do that. You're going to root your right foot into the earth and bring your left knee up to hip height. And you'll bend your knee and sweep the left heel towards your rear end and reach your right arm to the sky. This might be your dancer pose. If you wish, inhale, pour the breath in through your chest into your belly, all the way to the big toe of the foot that's in your hand. Exhale, tip forward, press that back foot into your hand, and tip forward into dancer pose. Dancing with the trees. Envisioning that lightness of the leaves falling off the trees and landing. They do that so gracefully and lightly. We let go of things with such force, and yet we could just drop it. Sometimes investing in yourself looks like letting go of something, a belief or something you're holding on to. Rising back up and release slower, shake everything out. Dancing is hard work. Shake, shake, shake. And we will come to the other side. Send your left foot down like a tree trunk. Spread your toes wide, lower your roots, and you'll raise your right foot up. Sweep it around to your rear end and find your tree, your dancer pose here, sorry. Raise your left hand up to the sky and take a moment to go inward. Find steady. Keep your eye on something that's not moving in front of you to help you balance, or use the wall to help you balance. Invest in steadiness in that way. Inhale, send the breath to the big toe of your right foot. Exhale, tip forward. You're going to bend your front knee slightly. As you tip forward, reach your left hand forward and your right foot will press into your hand. You'll have a nice thigh stretch maybe, or maybe not. Big breath in and out. And when dancing here feels complete, it may be shorter. You'll rise back up. If you want to stay a little longer, do that. If you're ready to shake it out, do that. Let what feels kind be kind. And we will come to lie down on the earth. And your knees can start bent. And become one with the earth beneath you. If you are outside, enjoy the view. Enjoy the sky. And if you're inside, close your eyes and enjoy the inside of you. Letting yourself melt into the earth. Letting the earth hold you. Investing in a moment of settling. Investing in the transitions themselves is a powerful, powerful tool. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees flop open. We're going to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclining butterfly, for a moment. This is a restorative pose. One hand to heart, one hand to belly. Reconnect to your breath. Send the breath all the way into the palmar surface of both hands. Notice things rise and fall. Take a moment to invest in calm, in repletion, restoration, recovery. And in this more calm state, you'll slowly bring your hands to the outer edges of your thighs and draw your knees together. Walk your feet a little closer to your rear end, widen them, plant the palms on the earth, press into your feet and your palms on your forearms and lift your hips up. Shimmy your shoulders underneath you, reach your hips to the sky and let your heart hang light. Be kind to your neck here, lifting up all 10 toes, send them downward. Notice the feet, notice the soles of the feet. Inhale, lift your hips up like headlights to the sky. And notice your knees. Use your knees with intention. Send the breath as an investment all the way into your belly, all the way to your feet. Exhale. Inhale courageously. Lift up even higher. Strong, beautiful. Let it feel really good. Exhale, untuck your shoulders and unroll your sacrum to the floor, unrolling your vertebrae one vertebrae at a time, slowly, till you land on the earth. Take a moment to become one with the earth again. A light one, you don't have to land heavily. Can you be in relationship lightly? Widen your knees, widen your feet, sorry. Knock your knees together, feet apart. Reach your arms over your head and we'll drop our knees to the right. Enjoy a delicious stretch here. Let it feel amazing. Exhale, blow it out down the left line of your body. Bring your knees back to center, have a little waggle, and drop them leftward. Once again, take a moment to invest in letting it feel amazing. Breathing in good energy, activation energy, courage. I'm loving this idea of activation energy. The coolest ideas come to you in yoga when you're relaxed, not trying to do anything or create anything. Breathing in and out. Bring your knees back to center and have a waggle. Find your sacrum. And you're going to bring one knee into your chest and the other knee, and you'll bring your hands to your shins to meet them. And squeeze your knees in tight. Squeeze your forehead to your knees. Squeeze yourself up in a tight, 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 tight ball. Everything engaged, even squeezing your toes, flex your ankles. And release your head to the floor. Release your knees slightly. And have a rock all the way from side to side. Massage your sacrum and all the lower back muscles. Let it feel really good. Come into happy baby. Hands will come to the outer edges of your feet. Your knees will come to the earth. Let your groin open up. And let this be fun and playful, investing in the lightness and the play. Yoga doesn't have to be serious. I used to think it was all serious. You can do it however you want. Kids yoga, which I'm also trained to teach, reminds me of that. They get to be animals and fun, do all this fun stuff. And we as adults should do that too. Bring the soles of your feet together, press your heels into your groin. Enjoy a wee release. Release your hands. Lower your knees to your feet to the floor. Your knees will come together. Line your feet and knees up with your hips and reorganize anything that may be tangled. We are once again going to bend one knee into your chest at a time and then the other. Bring your hands behind your thighs and you're going to reach your feet up to the sky. With your feet to the sky, your heels reaching to the sky, plant your sacrum on the earth and find steady. Plant your hands, palms on the earth, spread 5 fingers. Your forearms will reach to the earth. And you're going to bring your feet a little bit farther forward. So your legs are at 90 degrees and your belly is awake. And wiggling your toes and ankles with lightness. Roll them in all the directions, maybe not at the same time. Let it be a little bit messy. Come to stillness. Press both heels to the sky. Flex your ankles, send your toes to your nose. Use your hands and palms for steadiness.
and send the energy to your core here, pressing tall. Point your toes, flex your ankles, point one and flex the other. Do that a few times. This is an intentional organization. And when you're ready, come back to stillness. Find your belly once again. Plant your palms and all 5 fingers on each hand and have a temper tantrum with your feet. Just shake things out. Use your belly here. Using the breath, breathing into your belly and just getting rid of whatever's holding you back from investing in you, being courageous, changing, shifting. Just flick it away. Let it be fun. Those temper tantrums that kids do are like alchemy, and we don't get a chance to do them. So do it here on your mat where nobody's watching. And come back to steadiness. Wiggle your toes. Extend your heels once again to the sky. Send your sacrum downward and gaze up at the view. Notice the steadiness here, upside down, a very different view. Is there anything here that inspires you or a way you'd like to move forward? Bring your hands behind your sacrum. Sorry, not behind your sacrum, behind your thighs. Bend one knee and the other, and then lower one foot to the ground and the other. It might be a day for more coffee. Bringing your right knee into your belly, and you're going to stretch your left leg long and release that right knee laterally. Let your hips soften. Enjoy it for a moment. Roll your ankle. Let it feel really good in both directions. Let go with your hands. You're going to gently guide your foot to the earth, and you're going to lower your right knee outward, coming into a reclining tree, which is one of my favorite poses these days. Press your left heel all the way forward. Your right knee is landing towards the earth, and you're going to reach your arms overhead and be a tree on the ground. Filling your breath with energy, filling your chest up. And take a moment here with eyes closed or open, whatever is more relaxing to you, wherever you have more vision, creativity. And take a moment here to just think about this idea of investing in you. And what might you need the courage to do that? Where are you already courageous? Use the breath all the way to your tippy toes and out the other way. If your eyes are open, close them. If your eyes are closed, open them. Have a little bit of a different perspective. And you'll bring both hands down by your sides, grab the right knee, bring it up to the sky, the right thigh, bring your knee up and stretch it long. You'll bend the left foot, left knee, cannot talk today, and drop your left knee outward, coming into reclining tree on the other side. When you have arrived, take time to find your sacrum and steady your back so things feel good. And you'll reach your arms up overhead. Be kind to your shoulders, coming into a reclining tree here. Take a moment here to reflect on something you might like to do that's courageous. How might investing in yourself here now change things? Maybe it's investing in rest or investing in quiet time or investing in something that you've really been wanting to do that you just haven't given yourself permission to do. Or sometimes it's the agency to invest in learning something or getting trained in something or doing coaching or going on a retreat or a trip you've always wanted to take. We are always waiting for the right time. What's the courage that you need to invest in yourself? And it might be that investing in your marriage is investing in yourself. Investing in learning something that helps someone else is investing in yourself. It doesn't have to all be one-sided. Usually everything is much more complex than that. Take your inspiration from the trees, who are very wise, and we'll bring our arms, excuse me, back down by your sides and gently lift that knee up. And take a moment here to do any pose that you need or your back needs or anything that's cranky or didn't get stretched or move or put on cozier clothes for Shavasana. And when you're ready, settle into the mat for Shavasana. Final resting pose, the integration pose, where we let the work happen on its own. And so, taking time now to land in Shavasana, whatever that looks like for you. Taking in a huge inhale of breath, filling your body with oxygen down to your tippy toes. And an exhale, let it out. And gift yourself these next few minutes 100% as an investment in a happier, healthier, more whole and healed you. Noticing that sometimes it's simply setting that intention to happen. It's not doing anything. Your job for these next few minutes is to relax, let go, and be, to allow and to let the integration, the ideas, the movements, and the breath impact you at a cellular level and see what happens. Taking in one more big deep breath and a huge exhale, Shavasana. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and enjoy the most amazing, delicious, delightful, nourishing stretch you can. Invest in a stretch. And enjoy a wonderful exhale. And make your way up to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands to heart. Close your eyes. Drop back into that Shavasana-like state when you arrive. Thank you all so much for practicing with me this morning. Letting the practice be an hour to invest in yourself already. Thinking how you might move forward courageously
and investing in the most amazing, delightful, fulfilled, happy, productive, and loving version of you going forward. Have a beautiful week or 2 or 3 until I see you again in person. Bringing your hands together. Namaste.